I'm Ashton Addison from BlockWest Capital for InvestmentPitch Media and the Crypto Coin Show. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have back Li Jun, the founder of Ontology. Li, welcome back to the show. It is a pleasure to have you on today.
Yeah, hi. Nice to be here again. And it's great to share our new updates for you.
Definitely. A lot of updates have happened on Ontology, a lot of great interoperability, which I think is a great thing for the industry. I would love to kick off our discussion to get people up to speed a little bit with Ontology. If you could talk just a little bit about some of the main focuses of Ontology's network and the solutions that you're providing, and then we can dive into those details.
Ontology is a public blockchain infrastructure, most focused on Web3, the vertical direction, like the decentralized identity, data, and the decentralized reputation, social network, etc., all the Web3 application. So we recently just add more virtual machine, like the EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine, to our infrastructure level. And before, we already have the Watson Virtual Machine, Neo Virtual Machine. That means you can almost cover all kinds of programming language. You can use different program language to develop the smart contract. It's easy. Why we support so many different virtual machines? Because in Web3, the dApps is unlike just digital assets. They have a lot of real scenario in the real business. So they have different requirements, different business logic. It maybe need different programming language, different virtual machine mechanism. So we want to private more virtual machine mechanism infrastructure can easily support all kinds of decentralized application in different real scenario, especially focused on the Web3. So I think it's good start. We are looking forward to more Web3 application will be developed based on Ontology.
Definitely. It's a great start, Li. And yeah, you mentioned that your team's already worked on many virtual machines that are integrated into Ontology's network. Now with the Ontology Ethereum Virtual Machine, which may or may not be one of the most important ones, a lot of Ethereum developers, they need to learn Solidity to program smart contracts on Ethereum and the dApps. And with all of these programming languages that you have by having multiple virtual machines, I feel like that's going to make it easier. Can you talk about the importance of integrating the EVM onto Ontology, and what does that mean for Ontology's network and just for the entire cryptocurrency industry?
Yeah, that means is you mean Ontology maybe have a more quick performance and the fast performance and the low cost, and you can easily to move your smart contracts from Ethereum to there. Of course, you can build two versions, one based on Ethereum, another based on Ontology, and without any code change. So this is easily and the low cost for those kind of moving. And more important is because Ethereum already have a lot of developers, they are already familiar with Solidity language. They needed to learn a new language. For example, if they want to develop some Web3 based dApps based on Ontology, like related identity, related data, they can easily still can reuse their Solidity skills to build the new kinds of smart contracts. This also is benefits for all developers.
Definitely. And there's been quite a few developments on Ethereum recently. Can you talk about how you see the recent EVM developments impacting the Ethereum ecosystem?
Yeah, yes, Ethereum, because EVM, they have Solidity is very good language and for the smart contracts. And to be honest, they also have a lot of difficult things for the based on the EVM. For example, if you want to develop more complex business logic, the Solidity language and the EVM mechanism is high cost and also it's difficult to implement it. And also some complex process and the logic is difficult to just use Solidity to development. People want to use like the Watson based, even the like the Go language, etc. So based on that, I still think if because currently most dApps is related to digital assets like the DeFi or the finance, etc. But if in next phase, more and more real scenario dApps coming, we need new language and more language actually to support more complex logic or process. So I still believe maybe someday Ethereum also will have new kinds of virtual machine or multiple virtual machine mechanism. Yeah.
Very interesting, and I'm sure that's really helpful for the dev side. I'm also very curious about the end users. Can users that use Ethereum, dApps, can those dApps be used on Ontology, and like can Ethereum wallets be opened through Ontology with this integration?
Yeah, all the language like the multitask and all the kinds of Ethereum supported wallet and the infrastructure also can use for the Ontology EVM based functionalities. That means the user experience still same and the process still same. You needn't learn any new things. You can directly use Ontology EVM based application very easily for the end user. Nothing changed, but more fast and low cost. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm curious, is it similar to how other networks like Polygon, for example, tie in Ethereum to allow you to use it as a layer 2 solution, or is it different than that when you're using the Ontology EVM?
Yeah, Polygon is more like the side chain, not layer 2 actually. And the layer 2 still have a different different solution and different direction right now. And still not one layer 2 in production level right now. Still in the under development. Ontology also do the layer 2 development as well for one or two direction for that. Once those technology can be used, I mean, strongly enough in production level, and we also will deploy the layer 2 Ethereum layer 2 integrated with Ontology network as well. So, but the support multiple virtual machine and it's different with not different with layer 2. Layer 2 is more like the cross chain. You can cross chain the assets and lock to with layer 1. But the virtual machine means you can use different mechanism to build a new decentralized application based on that. Ontology already have the cross-chain solution right now, like we integrated with a Poly network, and you can easily move Ethereum assets to Ontology to use like the Wing Finance. Those DeFi already use different kind of cross-chain assets right now.
Definitely. And now with this EVM, do you think that data management and decentralized identity should be one of the main focuses for Ethereum developers?
It depends. Currently, from my point of view, this have three important directions for whole industry. One is definitely digital assets and the DeFi, and another is like the NFT or the game and the multiversal, etc. And the third one is Web3. Web3 includes the decentralized identity, decentralized data, reputation, decentralized social network, etc. To be honest, the Web3 application currently, if based on the Ethereum, it still have faced a lot of challenge. For example, the speed and the cost, etc. If you just based on digital assets, exchange or trading, that may be fun. People can accept that. I just want to trading one trade, I pay some gas. But for Web3, they have the high frequency application like the verification, identity verification, and social network interaction. If all those kind of transaction based on Ethereum, the cost is too high. So you need a new kinds of infrastructure to support the Web3 kinds of decentralized application. So I think in next phase, Web3 maybe we'll have more and more Web3 based dApps are coming. I think Ontology can be one of the suitable infrastructure for Web3, the kinds of the decentralized application. Yeah.
Very interesting. And to follow up on that, you could use Ontology and the decentralized identity potentially to log into your EVM dApps.
Yeah. That also can you EVM dApps. You also can use Ontology decentralized identity protocol or wallet to log in directly. And also, if the EVM-based dApps, they can easily copy or move another version on Ontology network. They also can use directly. So they have multiple different kind of ways to help end user to use the identity and also use decentralized application easily.
Mm-hmm. Great. And can you talk about the multiple reasons that we need blockchain interoperability to fit specific purposes in different industries?
Since I think currently blockchain, public blockchain to private kind of the public infrastructure. But in different scenario, they need different kinds of infrastructure. They have a different kind of reason. One is technical reason, is they need like the performance, mechanism, and the cost, and even governance model, etc. And for the economy more easy, they also this one is more customized for specific scenario, specific direction. Another is more customized, not kind of customized, more designed for those kind of applications. For example, Ethereum is designed for digital assets, but some new blockchain, maybe, for example, some new blockchain is designed for the NFT, designed for the game, and the Ontology is more designed for the Web3. They also can support digital assets, but all the mechanism is more focused on. So I think the future will have a multiple different kind of public blockchain infrastructure to support different industrial scenario, dApps running on that.
Definitely. Yeah, great information, Li. And now with the Ontology Ethereum Virtual Machine working, what's the next steps in actually having more interoperability, having more developers utilizing that bridge?
Yeah, currently we already will have a support all the Ethereum-based dApps can easily to move to Ontology or build another version, copy another version. Ontology, they have the fast and the low cost. And also we will work with community to build more different kinds of Web3 application, maybe based on Ethereum virtual machine or some based on Watson virtual machine. They can be a good example to show, how to build the different kinds of decentralized application with different kinds of complex level and use different kind of virtual machine just running on one blockchain. So I think it's very good experience for developers. They can easily based on Ontology to develop all kinds of decentralized application.
Definitely. And compared to right now, where do you see blockchain interoperability in 12 months from now? How far along are we and how fast do you think it will grow?
I think the interaction between different blockchain currently is most like the assets moving. And but for deeply integration, like the identity, account, and even data, they still have some new, new efforts for that. I guess in the next 2 years, we will see a lot of the deep integration will come. For example, account system or the identity and some data interaction, etc. Except for the assets in the next 2 years. Maybe future you will see a decentralized application. The whole process is step by step is running on different the blockchains. Step 1 on Ethereum, step 2 the identity verification on Ontology, and step 3 maybe in another blockchain. The finished whole decentralized application. Yeah, that is where we'll see that. So they will use two different blockchain to support one decentralized application.
That's very cool. I'm excited to see that all working together as one holistic machine. Yeah. Now, for the users that are looking to learn more about how to utilize Ethereum on top of Ontology for developers and for users, what's the best way for them to get their hands on it and get involved?
Yeah, you can Currently, if you want to move the existing Solidity-based dApps, you almost need nothing. You just move your code to Ontology or copy your code to Ontology and deploy dApps. That's all done. All things done. They already have a very clear guide on our website. And if you want to develop a new decentralized application, use Solidity or EVM-based mechanism, the whole experience is just the same with Ethereum right now. You also needn't learn any new thing. You can develop it directly. But we also encourage developers, they can use other kind of virtual machine to build different kind of dApps like the WhatsApp. This also can build some new things that EVM cannot do. So try more.
Definitely. Well, I know you have multiple virtual machines there. Developers need to explore and see what they like best. So thank you so much, Li, for your time. I will leave those links as well for the development ecosystem, the news on the Ethereum virtual machine in the description box below. All the best with the continued growth of Ontology in the network, and let's follow up in the near future.
Okay, thanks again, and thanks for your time.